What's up, guys? It is your boy Dwight, aka Tyree, aka Dwight Tyree, and I am back with another video. Let's chat about it. Alright, guys, it's episode 3 and we have a lot to talk about. This week there's been a few things going on. We're going to get more into this Diddy trial. We're going to talk about the Nelly Ashanti new show. We also have some new music from Tiana Taylor. We got the Brandy and Monica tour and a few other topics that we're going to talk about. So first, let's get into this Diddy trial. So guys, the case is finally almost done. Like, they're wrapping everything up, and there's still some more stuff that is coming out. Diddy's lawyer took the stand, I believe it was on Friday, and he had a lot to say. I noticed a lot of the things that he was saying, it seems like he really just wanted to make Diddy seem like an innocent person. He wants everyone to think that Diddy's a good guy that just had a drug issue, and everyone is just out to get him for money and for all these other things. And that's one thing that really threw me off, because it's like, we know that Diddy did a lot of these things, so it's just weird that his lawyer is just trying to make it seem like people are out to get him instead of holding him accountable. And if I was in the jury, I honestly would have been like, you know what, now you're making me not believe you. I never believed him in the beginning that he was innocent, but just him acting so innocent to the point that he's like not guilty of anything is getting on my nerves. And it's just like, it's clear that you did a lot of these things, if not all of them, and why are you acting like everyone's out to get you? That's that narcissist behavior, ladies and gentlemen. It's giving narcissist, it's giving gaslighting, and it's like, you gotta take accountability of at least some of the things you did. There's no way that everyone is just making everything up, and so many people saw him do different things, and it's like, everyone's just out to get you. That doesn't make sense. But to get more into detail, he states that Cassie dated men that was way older than Diddy. Oh, that was way older than her, sorry. She allegedly dated men that were way older than her before she dated Diddy. Okay. So he states that, and he stated that she was with a man that was 10 years older than her before he was with her. So he isn't her first older guy. So I guess he's trying to make it seem like, I'm not taking advantage of her. She likes older dudes. Okay. And then he goes on to say that, Cassie is a gangster. Mind you, this is the lawyer saying this, not Diddy. Diddy didn't want to take the stand, which I'm disappointed about. Diddy, you disappointed me.
You disappointed me. You disappointed me.
In so many ways. Like, from whooping ass to the raping and these sexual assaults, and now you don't want to take the stand? You don't want to take the stand, and you have this man sitting here saying that everybody's lying on you, and I don't like that. I feel like if you at least took the stand and owned up to at least a little bit of it, then people would have honestly probably felt a little bad for you. But you don't want to take the stand, and you got this white man speaking for you, and you just chilling, and I don't like that. But yeah, he didn't take the stand, and this man is saying that Cassie is quote-unquote a gangster. I feel like he was just trying to relate to the people of color, because why are you saying that? This is a courtroom, have some class. But he's saying that Cassie's a gangster, and that she would have another phone to contact Kid Cudi, which they did confirm. But according to Cassie, and it was more so because he was, whooping on her and all that. So he's saying that she had another phone to contact Kid Cudi, and that she cheated on him, and their love was a love story, and he broke her heart, and he was so hurt, and he's also a drug addict, so he just reacted. And I'm just like, at the end of the day, these are people too, these are people's children too, and it's just like, you can't just act like Diddy is just so innocent and people just did everything to him and he didn't do anything. That's the whole thing about it that's like getting on my nerves with this whole case and that whole, like, all the updates I've seen from Friday. Diddy's lawyers also made a bold claim saying do not trust the government, which is interesting for him to say. So it kind of seems like they're insinuating that the government is out to get Diddy because of whatever reason, because of Diddy's power maybe. So that's an interesting take, and that was really bold of them to say. And another thing is, guys, guess what? Justin Combs is also being accused as well, guys. So it just came out this week that Justin Combs and Diddy were both accused of sexual assault for an alleged gang rape in 2017. So this is crazy because the fact that the case is wrapping up for the racketeering and all this stuff, for the case that we're currently in, is wrapping up next week. So right before it wraps up, it comes out that there's another case that may be happening for something in 2017, a gang rape. So now I'm like, this doesn't look too good for Diddy. This does not look too good for him, because if you like already have all these other things that we're seeing from this case, and there's more stuff, there's a gang rape now, so people are not going to want you free in these streets. They're really not. And it's crazy. So I guess we're going to see what happens with that. It was also seen online. I saw a video of his 3 daughters leaving the courtroom, and one of them were crying. So that also kind of makes me think like, okay, this might not be going too well if they're leaving the courtroom crying. I honestly feel bad for his daughters because they're like, they just finished high school. So it's like, they're really young, like 17, 18 years old. So 17, 18 years old, I feel like that's a pivotal moment in your life. Like, I feel like everybody remembers being 17, 18, you know? You finish in high school. If you're going to college, you start in college, you start up for adulthood. And for them to have that point of their life filled with all this drama, it's just like, dang. Like, I honestly feel bad for them. I do. But at the end of the day, let me tell y'all something. These victims are somebody's daughters too. So I do feel bad for them. But they're going to go to sleep in that mansion tonight. Somebody else going home, and they're dealing with the trauma from all the stuff that Diddy did. But I do want to see what happens with the case for the allegations in 2017 with his son. I do hope that it's not true, but I'm not going to say like that I don't believe it either. But I guess we will see. I will need to see some kind of evidence. Because I will say that there are some people out there that may be trying to take advantage of the moment, not trying to say that they are. So I would just need to see evidence before I could say my opinion on that situation. But I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, that's true, if, you know, that was actually what happened. But I don't know. I think Diddy's going to get some time. You guys let me know what you think, but I think Diddy's going to get some time in jail. I don't think there's any way that this man's walking out free. Especially, like, just that closing argument about him being like this innocent guy that was in love and that he just got played and all this stuff and everyone's out to get him, and then the gang rape lawsuit. So I'm just like, it's no way with all this information he's going to be free. I don't think he'll get the amount of time that the average Joe would get. He might get like 10 years, but I don't think he's going to get a long time. Moving on, also, one more thing I'm going to say about this Diddy case. I don't know if you saw Aubrey ODay. If you guys don't know, if you're born after 2005, Aubrey ODay is from a group called Danity Kane. Do you got a first aid kit? Danity Kane is a group, you know, they were Diddy's group. And they were very popular in the early 2000s. And I saw a video of her, I think she was on Entertainment Tonight yesterday. And she was basically saying that she thinks that Diddy's going to get some time for at least like 1 or 2 of the charges. But she said that if he doesn't get any time, she feels like he's going to come out to get the people that, you know, that accused him, what I was involved in accusing him. And I actually believe that. But the interesting thing is, I wonder how he will go about it, because now I feel like everybody is expecting him to react if he doesn't go to jail. So I'm like, I wonder how he will go about it, but I think he definitely will come out to get these people. Moving along, guys. Nelly and Ashanti. I told you guys in the first video that they were dropping a new reality show on Peacock, and I checked it out actually this morning. I only saw the first 2 episodes, but I like what I see so far. It's very like, it seems like a family show. You can watch this with like your mom and stuff like that. If you have kids or whatever, your cousins, your uncles, your aunties. Very family orientated, and I love that. The first 2 episodes, the whole season's out now, but the first 2 episodes was really good. They talked about their dating history, the reason why they broke up. I believe Nelly cheated on her. They were like in their 20s, early 30s at the time, so it was like they were popular in the early 2000s. So I get it. Not to say that it's right, but I definitely get it. They were like, if you know, they were getting that kind of attention back then. But yeah, they talked about that, and then they met up at the Versus, I believe, what was it, like 2021, and they met up for the Versus, and I actually remember watching that in real time, and it's just like, wow, like, I didn't think they were going to get back together and have a baby, but who would have thought? And it seems like they're doing well. Ashanti speaks on having to get a C-section because the baby was like sideways, I guess, in her belly. So she had to get a C-section, and now she's like really thick, and she's trying to work out and also get back into music and performing. So I'm like, wow, it's a lot of pressure. Like having a kid is like, it's a lot, but it seems like they're very happy, and I love that for them. It's funny because his oldest child is like around my age, so now he has a newborn baby, but I love that they were able to get back to each other, and it seems like they're doing good and that they're very happy, and I love that for them. So I'm going to keep watching the show. I'll let you guys know what else happens. They do speak about Nelly performing for Mr. Donald Trump, and I wonder how that episode is going to go. By next week, I should be further along into the season if not done, so I'll give you guys a more detailed recap then. But as of now, I'm going to say it's a good show and that you guys should check it out, especially if you're fans of either Nelly or Ashanti or you're a 90s baby. Definitely check that out. It's a good show. Let's move along. Let's talk about more music, guys. So, Brandy and Monica are going on tour. So this is for my 80s, my 90s, my early 2000s baby with an older sibling. This is for us, like R&B lovers, this is for us. And I'm excited because Brandy and Monica are so iconic. The 90s and the early 2000s, like they paved the way. They paved the way. There'll be no Summer Walker and SZA and even Ariana if it wasn't for Brandy and Monica. Like she influenced all of them. All of the girls y'all see now was influenced by Brandy and Monica. So I'm like, this is gonna be a good tour. It's gonna be like a vibe, and I love to have a little drink and some R&B. So y'all might see me out there. I'm definitely thinking about going, but I did peep that some of y'all was throwing shade at my girl Calendria. Why y'all threw shade at her for? Kelly Rowland is a special guest, not the opener. And a lot of you guys are saying, oh, why she couldn't open up for her best friend. Her best friend made sure her ass didn't touch the stage. Excuse me. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Because Kelly Rowland is not opening for them. She's just a special guest. And Kelly Rowland definitely got some bops too. With Destiny's Child and without Destiny's Child. So I've never seen Kelly Rowland, Brandy, or Monica in concert. So I definitely may pop out for that. I think that's going to be a dope show. It's funny because last week I was saying Cardi B needs to hurry up and drop this album. Well, she must have heard me because she's dropping an album, y'all. Cardi B is finally dropping this damn album on September 19th. I'm like, girl, finally. I really thought it would be more of a summer album, but she's dropping in September. But it's kind of good because I think she's going to give different vibes on this album. You know, she went through the breakup and stuff like that. So I feel like breakups is kind of like fall music in winter. So I feel like it's going to be a vibe. And then she's probably going to talk about Now. We heard Outside already, so we got an idea of what it's giving. A lot of people were talking about her because she put WAP on there, it Up. I feel like she shouldn't have put those songs on there, but it is what it is. I feel like at first I was like, why would she put those songs on there? Because you wasting space. But I heard that it's over 20 tracks on this album. So since there's over 20 tracks, it's like, alright, like, okay, cool. But if it was 10 songs that she had whopping up, I'd have been like, are you serious? Like, you wasting space. Like, come on now. That shit is like 5 years old. But I am excited to hear her album. We're going to see what it's going to give. I definitely think it's going to be a bop. So I'm going to stay tuned and listen to that. And yeah, I'm like, girl, come on with this album. Hopefully she drops some more singles throughout the summer. instead of just waiting until September to drop the whole thing. I think she'll probably drop at least like 2 or 3 more singles, hopefully. Y'all, I did listen to Offset's song, and I don't remember it. I'm not. I think I was like walking around the apartment. It was in the background. I was like, went to the bathroom, pee, came back. I don't remember what I was doing, but I know I played it and I don't remember it. JID is also in it, and I think his verse was good, but I'm not gonna lie, y'all, that song was not memorable. Moving on, Nicki Minaj is beefing with Roc Nation, and I don't know why. I'm sorry, y'all. I try to find out. I don't know. So if you know, let me know, because I don't know if it's Nicki, Roman, or Chun-Li, but somebody is beefing with Roc Nation. Anyways, let's move right along, y'all. Let's move right along. Speaking of Young Money, baby, T-Pain and Drake. Well, T-Pain's not a Young Money, but Drake is. T-Pain and Drake got a little issue going on. So, basically, T-Pain made a comment about like Drake saying something about people not bowing out gracefully. He said this on a podcast, and saying basically how I took it. He's saying like Kendrick washed him and he needs to bow out and stop making music. And Drake commented back. Let me read it, because you know me, I like to get it direct from the source. So Drake responded. He threw a little jab there and left a comment under like one of the posts. Somebody, I guess on Instagram, reposted this clip, and Drake was like, he said, "This guy always have resentment for me. You can hear it every time he speaks on my name." Oh, and I didn't even see this T, but guess who jumped in? Lifting his 40-pound weights, Offset jumped in. He said, "This is diabolical." What he said? No, he just wrote diabolical. Oh, so he had Offset back. He said, he had Drake back. He said, "Hold up, T-Pain, hold up." So, I just think it's mad random. Like, what's Offset? What are you doing here? What? I know y'all were cool, but okay. But I feel like this. I like both artists, T-Pain and Drake. I feel like Drake did not win that battle with Kendrick, unfortunately. But I feel like Drake is definitely had made his stamp in hip hop, and I do feel like Drake is one of those artists. I feel like he lost the battle, but I don't feel like he's done with music. I feel like he still can make music, and people will still listen to it. It's still gonna be good. I still listen to him. I don't hate his guts. So I feel like he's not done. I feel like he wants to drop music, he can do that. T-Pain is also iconic as well. So I saw some people saying like, "Oh, T-Pain, like, you irrelevant, this and that." Nah, T-Pain definitely is iconic as well, and people definitely sampled him, especially Tory Lanez before he went to jail. So I feel like y'all can't just like erase T-Pain because you don't agree with the comment he makes. I don't agree with the comment, but T-Pain is still that guy. Now, if T-Pain and Drake both drop the song today, I know Drake's gonna outchart him, but that doesn't mean that T-Pain isn't still a good artist and still relevant and still, you know, he made a staple on hip hop as well. So I don't think that either one of them, I don't think that comment was, I don't agree with it, but I don't feel like it was to the point where like people should have been like going crazy, because a lot of the fans were really upset on Twitter about that comment T-Pain made, and I'm just like, if it don't apply, let it fly. It is not that deep. Oh, I did do a poll, and I want to know you guys' I want to read you guys' opinion. So last week I did a poll, and I talked about R. Kelly, and I said, do you feel bad that R. Kelly was allegedly drugged? And 75% of you said, hell no, yeah, I don't feel bad. And 25% of you said that you did feel bad. And I'm weak because one of y'all commented and said, free him. And I said, oh my gosh. Because, on a serious note, R. Kelly needs to stay where the hell he at. He over here raping 12, 13, 14-year-old girls. And there's footage of that. There was footage, y'all, of him raping these girls. And they showed it in the courtroom. They didn't just say, somebody didn't just say, R. Kelly, yo, you heard R. Kelly raping girls? Okay, let's put him in jail. It didn't go like that. There was a lot of evidence of this. And he was married to Aaliyah when she was 15, and he was like 28 or 29, might have been 30. I think he was 30. So And he probably was messing with her. He was messing with her before they were married. He probably been messing around for a couple years, probably since she was 12 or 13. So it's like, y'all gotta stop acting like R. Kelly is like a victim, because he's not. And I understand a lot of y'all say like, oh, the parents were wrong. Yes, the parents were wrong. You need to watch your child. But just because somebody isn't watching their child doesn't mean that you should take advantage of them either. Y'all gotta hold people accountable. That's like saying like you went to a party and you wore a short skirt, so somebody raped you. You can't say, oh, like, you know, the girl shouldn't have worn the short skirt. No, the nigga shouldn't have been raping her. That's the same thing. Just because a child doesn't have a parent that's a good parent, yes, the parent needs to be in jail, but the man needs to be in jail even more because he raped them. He had no business raping them. He's a grown man. You should not be sleeping with nobody as a child. You're 30 years old sleeping with 12-year-olds. You're a pedophile, so you need to go to jail. That's how it works. It's not that deep. It's not that much of a think piece. You rape people, you go to jail, that's it. Now you getting raped. That's just how it goes. And a lot of people be trying to defend R. Kelly. Listen, R. Kelly was one of my favorite R&B artists. I'm not going to hold you. And I said this in the other video. R. Kelly was one of my favorite artists. And I'm not going to hold you. Sometimes when nobody's around, I might listen to a song or two, but only like once a year. So I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't like him as an artist. And if some people believe in separating the music from the person, and you know, to each his own. Every once in a while, I said I'd be listening to him once in a blue, but y'all can't act like just because you like him as an artist that he wasn't wrong. Like, come on, he has to be held accountable. That is all I have for y'all today. Do you think more Tyler Perry tea is gonna come out? Because I really want to talk about Tyler Perry so bad. Like, there was no Tyler Perry information. Are you guys excited about Cardi B's album? Are you excited about the Brandy Monica tour? Will you be attending? Alright guys, peace out. I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you soon. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Add me on Instagram, Prince with 2 I's, 2 E's, and the _. Twitter at Dwight Tyree, and TikTok at Tyree Jackson 5. Peace out.